Okay, guys. Hi, my name is Telz, and today I'm going to talk to you about a Nami player. This Nami player, Fidgetium, I guess is how you pronounce it, something like that, reached Master Tier on EU West solo duo with a 95% win rate on Nami, 6.5 KDA, 40 wins and 2 losses. And I'm going to go over his build with you today. So we'll scroll down. You'll see Sorcery Inspiration, Sorcery Inspiration, Sorcery Inspiration, Summoner Airy as the keystone. A lot of Sorcery Inspiration. We'll keep going. Some Sorcery Domination. Probably only for I don't know. Looks like lane dominance, but most of the time you're going to want to run Sorcery Inspiration. I'll tell you why in a bit. So we'll come up here to this game. So a month ago, now I can't spectate these games. I can't watch the recordings because they're on an old patch. So unfortunately I can't show any gameplay. But we'll come down here and we'll look at his runes here. So we got Summoner Airy. Now you can go Summoner Airy or you can go Guardian. Those are like the two main Nami keystones that we have. Obviously, deals damage when you hit an enemy with the spell. Grants a shield if you hit an ally with the spell. Airy's pretty good. I wouldn't recommend taking Guardian, in my opinion. I feel like if you're going to play Nami, you're going to want to be lane dominant. Maybe you can take Guardian against something like Leona, who's going to kind of all-in you and your AD carry. But most of the time, I feel like you're going to want to take Airy. And, you know, there's counterplay to that. You can poke the Leona down, hopefully, before she's able to go all in, so she's not that much of a problem. But it's personal preference. This player likes to go Summoner Airy. Mana Flow Band, probably the best of these three choices here. I wouldn't recommend taking Nullifying Orb or Nimbus Cloak. Mana Flow Band really helps Nami in lane because she's kind of a press W win lane sort of champion. You really want to just spam your W as much as possible. It's all of your damage, it's all of your healing. You know, you need a lot of extra mana and mana regen to help with that. So we can come down here to the middle row. He went Transcendence this game, which got changed this season to now give ability haste and reduce the remaining cooldown of your non-ultimate abilities by 20% on champion takedown once you hit level 11 there. Now you can also go Absolute Focus. Absolute Focus is pretty good actually into melee matchups or matchups where they're not going to poke you down. They're going to try to all-in you. Something like Leona, something like Alistar, something like Braum, Rel, those really like all-in sort of melee supports that we're going to see there. The reason for that is because you take Absolute Focus and you get the adaptive bonus there when you're above 70% health. So you want to try and stay full HP in lane to get the extra AP. And can't really do that against something like a Brand, for example. So that's why we take Absolute Focus into melee matchups and probably Transcendence into the ranged ones. Here he was against a Vel'Koz. You're going to get poked down against a Vel'Koz. It's inevitable. You can't dodge everything. So we're not going to take Absolute Focus here. Okay. And now here in the last row, we took Scorch. Scorch, it's a very early game rune. It's actually quite good. A lot of people underestimate the damage. 15 to 35 bonus magic damage after 1 second on a 10-second cooldown. Now that doesn't seem like a lot. Okay, 15 damage at level 1. Yeah, 10-second cooldown. It actually is. It adds up to a lot. Early game, 15 damage is a lot. You know? You hit your spell, you hit W, you hit it on the AD carry. Okay. And, you know, you do an extra 15 damage. That adds up. 10 seconds. You can be in between waves if you're walking up or if they're walking up to you. You know, it adds up to a lot. And it's good to help poke the enemy laners down. So here, you can also take Gathering Storm. Again, I wouldn't recommend Gathering Storm. If you're playing Nami, you want to focus on the laning phase. This game, because his AD carry was Draven, I'm guessing he took Scorch to try to win the lane against the Vel'Koz, which looks like they did. If you don't think you're going to win the lane, which I would hope that you win the lane when you're playing Nami, you can take Gathering Storm. Or if you think you can win the lane without Scorch, like if you're against a really passive support like Soraka, you don't think you need Scorch to push them out of lane, you can take Gathering Storm. Water walking, really not useful. You can roam on Nami. Nami is a pretty good roaming support actually, but it's not a bad choice. It's just I personally wouldn't take it, and I don't think it's very optimal. All right, let's move over to the inspiration tree. You can also go Resolve second. You take Resolve if you're into a tough matchup. Again, the Leonas, Pantheon, something like that. You can take Resolve. You can take Bone Plating. You can take Revitalize. And it gives you a little extra healing and a little extra toughness in lane. Now, let me tell you something about Inspiration, though. This rune right here, Futures Market, is very important this season. The reason it's important this season is because supports get a huge power spike when they complete their mythic item. Now, usually, you're going to complete your mythic item somewhere around 10 to 12 minutes. This game, for him, it was 11. He completed his mythic item here, Imperial Mandate. Futures Market lets you go into debt to buy over your gold. The lending fee is 50 gold. And I believe it's 145 plus 5 or 10 per minute. Probably 5. 10 seems like a lot. Plus 5 per minute, I believe. So 10, 11 minutes, that's going to be roughly 200 gold that you're going to be allowed to borrow. And that 200 gold is a lot. 200 gold can be the difference between getting your mythic item at 10, 11 minutes, or you can get it at 13, 14 minutes. You know? You just barely don't have enough gold to go back into lane with your mythic item. But you have Futures Market, so you pick it up. And that's a huge power spike. Minion Dematerializer, I wouldn't take it on Nami. Maybe if you're against heavy push, but it's really not good. Biscuit Delivery, you can take. It's kind of the more safer option, but the reward for going futures market, if you have a good back timing or a slightly off back timing, 200 gold off, you can pick up your mythic item and get a huge power spike without having to come back to lane for 200 gold and then back and then come back. That way you don't miss out on any XP, or you're not leaving your ADC vulnerable for a while. This first row here, Hextech Flash Traption. It's not bad. Definitely not as good as on some other supports like Alistar, Leona, Rel. Generally not taken on Nami. You don't really have a reason to take it. You don't really have a big impact flash bubble. It just takes too much time. Your ultimate has channel. It's not that good. Magical Foot Warrior, pretty good. Magical Foot Warrior helps you catch up, land a bubble, get a little bit further units, and this way you don't have to buy boots, so you can save gold for your mythic item. So that's pretty good. You can come back to lane with boots if you get a couple early kills before you get your mythic item, and just save that extra 300 gold, right? Because again, we're saving about 200 gold with Futures Market. We're gonna get it early, and this way you don't have to waste gold on boots. Perfect timing. You can take this on Nami, but you really don't want to build Azanias. You can, but it's not really your purpose. It's not your role in the team to avoid an assassin. Hopefully, if an assassin is picking you, you have backup and you're not out of position. And if an assassin's picking you, they're not picking your AD carry or your mid laner or your jungler or your top laner. So I really wouldn't suggest going for the stopwatch. Cosmic Insight. Cosmic Insight is pretty good. Allows you to get your flashback up faster, your ignite, your exhaust, your heal, depending. Also gives you item haste. That's something that you don't really get. You don't come by item haste very easily. I'm not sure if item haste works with Imperial Mandate. That's something that I'd be interested in seeing results. Because Imperial Mandate does have a 6-second cooldown per champion. Now, I'm not sure if Cosmic Insight works on that, but it does work on Redemption, if you plan on building an early Redemption. Or if you're going Guardian and you're taking Inspiration second, you could go something like Locket to be a little bit bulkier and have a little bit more defensive capabilities for your team. The enemy has a lot of AoE damage. Imperial Mandate's definitely the more DPS oriented mythic. You can also go Moonstone Renewer, but we'll talk about the items later. Approach Velocity. Approach Velocity it's okay on Nami. Definitely helps you run up to them faster to get a bubble. But is it better than the other options we have here? Probably not. But if your playstyle suggests that you'd like to take Approach Velocity, it's not bad. Definitely worse choices on Nami. Time Work Tonic, it's not useful. Even if you were going Biscuit Delivery Time Work Tonic, you're already Nami. Your W's a lot of sustain. If you need that extra sustain in lane, then you're probably not doing something right. No offense to you. Don't have enough mana regen, or you're walking up too much. So Time Warp Tonic, don't want to take it. Now let's go to the minor runes here. So in offense, we have Ability Haste. Ability Haste, 8 Ability Haste early, based on level. It's a decent amount. I think it's about 5-6% CDR. Depends on your level, depends on how much CDR you have. But it's pretty good. Attack speed is also a good option if you're against a melee support or a low range enemy AD carry. It offers a lot of extra attacks, so you can get in a little bit more chip damage. You just have to be careful about them trading onto you, and you have to know when you can auto attack the AD carry. Adaptive Force, always good. You can either usually run double Adaptive Force and then armor, or Ability Haste, Adaptive Force, and armor. It's preference. Let's see. This game, he went Spell Thief's Edge against the Vel'Koz. You can do that. You can also take the AP tank item. Forget the name. The one that executes minions. You can take that. It's decent. If you don't think you're gonna win lane, or if you want a little bit of a safer option, you're not confident in your AD carry, you can take that. If you're going Guardian, you could take it for a little bit extra health. If you really want to go that super like bulky Nami. But Frostfang has everything you could want. Ability power, mana regen. It's it probably is the fastest at getting your upgrade, your ward stone, and your gold. Definitely a lot faster than the runic starting items for sports. Alright, so let's see this game here. Same build. This game he's against Pantheon. So again, Pantheon, he's going to jump on you. He's going to throw Qs at you. You might not stay above 70% health, so you probably want Transcendence. Same runes. Let's actually talk about the skill order here. So you start W first. Pretty obvious. You go E second. This is for the extra damage. Okay, this is for the extra poke. You can go Q second if you're in danger of getting engaged on. But the E second is for extra poke on the AD carry and the enemy support. Q third. If you take Q at level 2, you go E third. And then he goes 2 points in W. Level 5. 3 points in W at level 5. Gets ultimate and then maxes E. Now that's really interesting. Most people would just max W and then max E. I wonder why he does that. I guess it's for more damage. I'm not sure if Nami E slows with level. It might be for the extra slow. So this game, he went Bramble Vest second after Imperial Mandate. I wonder why that is. Okay. So they had a Shaco. They had an 80 Shaco. And Staff of Flowing Water. Staff of Flowing Water is gonna want to be the item you want to get second most of the time. Staff of Flowing Water is perfect for Nami. Has everything you can want. If you go Airy and you press E, you give your ally a shield, you give them the damage buff, you give them Imperial Mandate buff if they attack something, and you give them movement speed and AP. These two items, Imperial Mandate and Flowing Water, are so good on Nami. So good. Definitely want to try and rush these two items if you can. Okay, it looks like he's getting a Forbidden Idol. He's either building the Redemption here or the Mikhails, probably. So let's move up to this game here. Same skill order. This one was against the Bard. So again, Bard. Bard has a lot of poke. We're not going to take Absolute Focus. But we're going to take Transcendence. Same runes. Same skill order. This game, he got Imperial Mandate. He got a Negatron Cloak. I guess because Victor Bard was just doing a little too much damage for him. And then he built into Mikhail's Blessing. He went Mikhail's second. And then Redemption third. Alright, let's see if we can find a game here. Maybe the set game. Nope. Let's go down a little bit. See if we can find a game. Where he takes Transcendence. You wouldn't take it a lot of the time. This game he took Gathering Storm. So you see this game? So he was against, looks like, Kaisa and either Rammus or Singe the Fort. Or Nunez support. I don't know, it looks like the enemy team was just writing it down. Either way, you're not gonna need the Scorch damage to win lane. So here he goes, Gathering Storm. Come down a little bit. I would take it against Telzareck, but it looks like he's just running the same rune page this whole time. If you're in a melee matchup, you can also go for a Dark Seal into a Magi's. Magi's is extremely good on Nami if you can keep it stacked. Her AP ratios are pretty good. Her healing is pretty good. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. If you enjoy this kind of content, maybe I'll make some more videos. Maybe next time we can spectate a game or something, do another champion. That'd be great. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned something. All right. Have a nice day.